The research period is allowed. I could actually just research stuff now instead. Also, the vote went through. The majority voted in favour of major changes. That's good. I'm surprised Ferrari and McLaren have voted for that. Also, you don't get tiebreakers anymore, do you, with 11 teams? I've just realised. So there's going to be a bigger compressing of the field together across the board next year with the new regs. That'll be fun. Should mean better racing. Also, China I've never raced at before. And it's a sprint race weekend. Does that mean I have 2 quali sessions to do? Because last year I kind of had an outdated sprint format because F1, to be fair, everyone kept changing the sprint format until the very last minute ahead of Baku last year. But if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the new format. Do I go with the ambitious goals again? I think I do. You know what? I'll back our drivers, folks. We're heading to China for the first time. Right. It's my first lap around China on a flying lap. I'm very excited. It's a new track. Spring Quali 1. It's a new format. It's a new era. We have to use the mediums. I'm hoping we get a nice tow off Alonso here without catching him up too much. There's a lot worse cars to be immediately behind. Pato's got nice clean air as well. No one coming out the pits. Might be a little bit of traffic on the lap, but as long as we meet them on the straights, of which there's a few, we should be okay here. This is our best chance, I think, to set a good time, because you only get 1 set of mediums for the whole session. That car in front is getting ready to go in, I assume. I assume it's an in-lap. They don't look like they're heating stuff up. It's an RB car. We've navigated it. I think there might be a couple of cars up the road. The gap to us from us to Alonso feels like it's just got bigger. Pato's got through that traffic as well. Mick 24. All right, Pato was 2 tenths slower through Sector 1. More traffic upcoming. Navigated nicely. Is Pato going to navigate it? I'm liking traffic in China so far. Big fan. Oh my word, someone went very wide there to get out the way. Okay, we should be good. No traffic, no issues. We're laughing. Award's gone 11th, Mick's gone 14th. It's not awful. It's not comfortable for Mick, is it? We don't get another set of sub-mediums here. I think we have time to go in and go out. I kind of timed it, hoping that would be the case. Okay, Mick and Award going out on used mediums. I mean, everyone's on used mediums. This is the weird thing with Sprint Quali, right? In-game and in real life, you only get 1 set of tyres per session. I feel like because of how tyre wear works in-game, everyone's used the best of their wear. I feel like smoothness probably matters way more, actually, on the mediums versus softs in normal quali. But it means that I don't really expect us to go quicker here. I know in real life, often drivers on scrub mediums have gone faster in the Sprint Quali so far. But because of the way the game models kind of medium tyres in the wear and the performance drop-off, I feel like this is going to be a bit weird. I don't think many people are going to improve. I could be wrong, because Perez is improving. We'll have to wait and see. Mick went faster there through the middle sector. He was slower through the first sector. He's going to be behind Bottas here. I wonder if there's much of a tow advantage to get here. Just down the back straight. I guess we'll find out. Award, by the way, going quicker through both sectors. That thing I said about the mediums maybe not being quicker isn't really holding true. Everyone is going faster. We may well need to improve here. Mick, step it up some. I feel like he's a bit closer there to the kick car than he was at the start of the sector. Sargent's not improved. Ocon's not improved. That's very good. Is Bottas going to go quicker in front of us? The answer is yes, but then Mick improves as well. Mick has clapped back there. We love it. Award has gone up to 9th. That feels nice. That's a lap and a half. Award with no traffic there on the used mediums. It's another time, by the way, where we are going to be on the medium tyres. But as we learned in that previous quality session, the mediums don't really seem to lose life in terms of performance. We're at the front. Tsunoda faster than Mick. That's concerning. RB are our big rivals, and I feel like we need to be quicker than them. So the fact that Yuki is a bit quicker there, slightly concerning for Mick, who's on the back straight here. 3 more corners to stitch together. Or is it 3 corners? Chat, actually, I don't know. Does this count as 2 corners? Because you have the initial hairpin, but then it kind of goes further to the right as well afterwards. I actually don't know on the official track map if that is considered 1 corner or 2. Probably 1. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm just waffling here. Max Verstappen is fastest of everyone. Mick will be the first across the line. 134.5. Tsunoda's absolutely killed him. That's concerning. Award's managed to get in ahead of Magnussen. Mick is struggling today. That's bad. Is Mick okay? Mick is way off the pace. I mean, he will get one more run in, I think, at the end, but that is... He's the slowest. We're going to go in and go out really quick here. I feel like I do actually need to micromanage this ever so slightly to make sure I get them in and out quickly and hopefully ahead of everyone. Get him straight out immediately. No nonsense here. I probably could have waited a bit longer, but I don't want to risk a yellow flag screwing us up. Tsunoda's coming out. Everyone's coming out. We should be fine. Are we going to catch up to people coming out late? I think we're going to be okay. He's got past one of the drivers. That's good. Please don't catch them through this awkward bit here. Pato went green. Mick's gone faster through both. I think Mick's good here, chat. I think Mick's really good, actually. There's 3 guys on the straight I think will overtake, but they should all just get out of the way. He says, please get out the way. Who is this here right on the line? I'll tell you what, the traffic is very good at getting out of the way in F1 Manager 23 compared to past years. Mick's good now. Award might get a little bit mudded here. Might get a bit of a toe even, though, through the final corner. Pato got a 28.7. Oh, he went wide. Pato went wide. Well, neither of them have made it through. Award has outqualified Mick. It's an absolute disaster. Last corner. We'll never know if he would have made it in. 13th and 12th. I mean, I'm going to find the positive. Lewis Hamilton qualified 16th, so we didn't do the worst of everyone. You know, people aren't going to be talking about us. RB with both cars faster than us is a wee bit concerning, though, if I'm going to be honest. But, que sera, we move. It'll be fine. Chat, how confident are you feeling on holding back Hamilton? I mean, I've seen the prediction. You guys aren't feeling confident, but it's the first sprint race of the year. I still don't know if I like sprint races in real life or not. Sometimes they turn into snoozers. Let's hope this one isn't going to be a snoozer today. Also, if there was a safety car, say, after 15 laps, do you pit for softs and have softs at the back against 1 mediums? That would be an interesting discussion to have. Right, let's see how we get on here. Overtake aggression. I'm going to have it high on Mick and just normal on O'Ward. I know they're next to each other. It's not great, is it? It's not. Is he okay? Pato.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
Should have done the setup, shouldn't I? Should have done the setup. Sack him now. Look, I want to keep faith in Pato. I really want to like Pato because I learned recently that Pato, I believe, means duck in Spanish. Is that true? That could be fake news. I think Pato means duck in Spanish, and that makes me happy. My little duck's at the back. He's going to do fine. He gets to race with Gasly, his BFF. The worst thing is, part of me sat thinking, oh, we could bring Antonelli in as our main driver halfway through the year. No, he doesn't join till the end of the year, does he? Interested to see how strong DRS is, by the way, on the back straight here. I feel like it could be really strong, because that is one of the longest straights. I think it must be one of the longest straights on the calendar. The China back straight. I mean, obviously, Baku's going to be the longest. There can't be that many longer. Maybe Miami? I actually don't know. But, yeah, I feel like that straight is going to be the place to make stuff happen. Oh, Vegas as well. Yeah, I forget that Vegas is a race. Does anyone else forget that Vegas is a race? Oh, my word. Mick has just done Danny Rick there. Yeah, Vegas as well. Tsunoda's not going to have DRS here. We should be able to get him. Up the inside, Mick. Up the inside. Brake late. Slam it on. We love it. Look at him go. Bit of helicam. We've squeezed him out. Oh, he's done. See ya. Schumacher. Right, you know what? Let's have a go on George Russell. I feel like deploy out of this corner here is really, really strong. Just turning it on selectively. You have to turn off battle assist, though. Otherwise, you don't properly deploy it, I've noticed. DRS isn't even open yet. Now it is. Send it, Slick Mick. Get up to 9th, son. Up the inside. Up the inside. It's very slow through this corner, side by side, isn't it? Squeeze him. We love it. We absolutely love it. He's probably going to get us back immediately, if we're being realistic for a moment, but we're going to enjoy this what we can. You know what? It was good being Ed for a little bit, weren't it? Who's next for award? It's going to be Logie Bear. What's my attainable dream car? If I just say Bugatti Veyron, I think it's attainable, chat. If you all tell your family and friends about the streams and about how they can use their Prime subs here and get ad-free viewing, then they all tell their family and friends, and they all tell their family and friends. And if everyone just does that 7 times, because you know how the world is everyone's linked within the world by like 7 people or whatever it is they say. There's a yellow flag. Pato! You dinkus! I'm so upset. What happened? What happened? I don't know what a dinkus is. It's a cross between dingus and dick, I think. What's he done here?
To that crash. Now, I imagine
He's gone so far off there. Normally the cars skid and just stop really quickly. The game's gone, nah, ping, and just flicked him off to Narnia.
Garage, that really must have been a hard one to take.
He's already had to have 1 gearbox replaced. I'm just gonna watch him here. I'm just gonna watch. He went very quickly off here, didn't he? I mean, that is unfortunate. That is...
It's not going the way the team
That is the gravel didn't really slow him there, did it? That's definitely a gearbox. He hit that wall hard, chat. How soon is it before the Teo Per Share theme tune starts to play, chat? How long is it? I want to try and get in DRS range on George here if I can. It's going to be tricky, but if we could, it'd be huge. Not going to get it. Okay, unfortunate, but we'll hunt him down. Believe, chat. Believe. Oh, Ricciardo's developed a fault. It could be sensational news. Ah. Can't make it up. He's developed a fault. He's then gone past me. What's the... Is his DRS stuck open? What's the fault? Come on, Mick. Let's get him. He's got a fault, Mick. He's got a fault. You should be getting him easy peasy. We've developed a fault. Oh, no. What's just happened there? Albon's developed a fault now. The game's developed a fault. Ricciardo's weaving in the hairpin. I don't know what's happening. I want to pretend that what I've just seen there is normal, but let's be honest, it's not. Why are we going too wide? Did we just hit? We've just hit him. Mick! 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 Mick, why? Mick, please don't give Mick a penalty. Mick! Check the data. I mean, we've just squeezed him there. He needs to lift. That's not our fault. That's not our fault. Exactly. You got hit by Sonoda. We were in front of him. Wasn't us who hit him.
And you can just feel the frustration.
I think Ericsson hit him. If we get a penalty in the investigation, I'm going to be fuming. Racing incident, IMO. We've been given a penalty. We've been given a penalty! I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Why have we been given the penalty? And Hamilton's directly behind us now. Oh, it just gets worse. Do we have any damage? We don't. At least we don't have any damage. So that's good. This is the first race where I can say it's truly been a disaster. I'm just sad. I'm just sad. What? I'm just sad. Get me out of the race. Get me. Albon's developed another fault. I feel sorry for Albon. Albon's getting all the faults. It's more major for him now. I'm just sad. What's the point in being here?
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
He's run out of fuel on the line. We did get to the line. Clap him in.
That's P13.
Not ideal.
Okay, good job.
Not. I mean, I'm annoyed about the mix situation with the time penalty. I might be about to be 10 times more annoyed when I see what damage Pato's done. Thank you again. Yeah, thank you, Mick. For 13th. Qualifying's coming up. Let me see what the deal is with Pato's car here. How about... That's really, really bad. Like, really... Everything's dead. It's not like I thought maybe we'd get away with something not being broken. So that's just one of our 4 engines gone. One of our 2 ERS units for the entire year. The gearboxes. This is the 5th race of the year. I've used half the ERS allocation and half the... Oh dear, Pato. I wasn't actually that annoyed with Pato after the Gasly one because it wasn't his fault he got hit. I am a little bit annoyed with that one. Chat, there is a danger that we run out of lots of parts here. This is not great, is it? Right, I need to pay out on the prediction as well. How many of our cars finished ahead of Lewis Hamilton? The answer is 0. Hamilton finished ahead of 2 WTS racing cars. Congratulations to the majority. You did a boring prediction and voted for the boring option. You've won. No one is leaving the pit lane right now, and everyone is on a flying lap ahead, so these laps are definitely going to be clean. Award is a little close to Gasly here. Don't think we'll catch the Alpine. Like, they're not that slow. Could be interesting, though. Mick's going over the line in a second here. Is he going to go quick? Quickish. Slower than Magnussen's concerning.
Currently P7.
Wow. Okay, that's the kind of lap I need from Mick. Mick, 8 tenths behind.
Press button and
I know that Award's got a fresh set of everything, because if you missed it, Award crashed into the sprint race. So you had to give him a new gearbox, engine, and ERS. Schumacher's got a new gearbox and engine for this quali, though.
okay, that'd be good.
So that's really concerning. Award can chill. I say Award can chill. He has dropped down a little bit, hasn't he?
Clear ahead.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Remember, mode push, mode push.
I don't think I've screwed Award. I'm confident. Pato is good. Pato is life. Mick has gone quicker. That's good. The real test here, the thing that will make me panic is if Mick rockets past Award here. We're good. We're good. Mick's great. Yeah, okay, the evolution's not that bad.
P11.
We should be fine. He says. Albon's finished. Bottas is finished. We're good. Never in doubt. We've saved some softs. We're falling a little bit. Now we're good. Timed it to perfection, chat. Never doubted myself. Okay, Q2. I would love to get a driver out of Q2 here. I'm actually wondering if I would if I go for 2 sets on fresh softs. Just to give us the best chance of trying to get out. Then again, we were only... Where were we there? We were like P13, P14? Maybe even 1 spot down. I think getting out of this session is going to be mad. What would you do, chat? What would you do? You didn't... I could use 2 fresh sets. Then if I go through, I'd have 2 fresh sets for the race. I think we go fresh. We go fresh. I can't really afford to go fresh with Mick. 87... They're both 87. It literally doesn't make a difference. So the man we'd really, really like to out-qualify here, by the way, is Tsunoda. If we're ahead of Tsunoda, it's a good lap. In fact, it's probably a great lap based on this weekend. Prior to this weekend, we were kind of always in and around him. RB have looked a lot quicker here. Did get a bit of a toe off Albon. Where's Mick going to put it? That is not good, is it?
So you're P5.
That's really not...
Good lap.
Mick's struggling at this circuit. I'm wondering what... I didn't see him get blocked. It was used tyres, I suppose. But even so... I'm surprised the gap is that big. I mean, both will get a run on fresh tyres again. Pato's 4 tenths off Tsunoda. RB definitely brought upgrades, didn't they? They are absolutely killing us here. I mean, we've got to remember, our objective for this race is, I think, 12th and 13th. We're in 9th and 13th, 10th and 13th. Now, we're hitting our objectives. So actually, we're kind of where we expect to be. Okay, we've got loads of clean air in front of us. This is very, very good. Oh, why is Lance Stroll coming out now? Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Okay, we're fine. He might block Pato really badly. I hate him. I hate Lance Stroll. I love the nation of Canada. I love hockey. I love maple syrup. I love Tim Hortons. I hate Lance Stroll. Award's been muddied. It's a sad time. But can Mick save us? He's going to cross the line here with DRS. Can he improve? Not enough. Not enough.
P11.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Award fans. Stroll blocked us. Both drivers out in Q2 again. Remember when we got both drivers into Q3 on the first race of the year? That was bloody good, wasn't it? I think with both drivers, we try and get an undercut going, try and get them into some clean air, a bit like we did in Saudi Arabia. Right, okay, chat. China awaits. It's our first full race in China. We're not going to count the sprint race. That was bloody miserable. It's all up from here. If both our drivers finish the race, I consider that a success. Here we are. Award is starting at the back due to a grid penalty because the FIA hate him. Oh my god, that was bloody exciting, that camera angle, wasn't it? Don't know what that was. Right, Mick, you're in amongst the pigeons here. And by the pigeons, I mean Ricciardo and Tsunoda. Notoriously pigeon individuals. They are known for being pigeons, if you didn't know. It's all a grand conspiracy. Pigeons have infiltrated Formula 1. Mick's got the inside here on Tsunoda. He's holding on to 12th. Award has already made up a couple of places. I don't think he started at the back. I think Albon actually started behind him. This is all right. This is okay. We don't mind this. I mean, it's not great here. But we did at least get Zhou at the start. And Mick's not gone backwards, which I consider a success. Track temp is 2i2, such an aggressive strategy. No, it should be fine, Gibson. Let's go, Mick. Now, push these tyres hard. Let's see what you can do in a bit of clean air.
More lifting coast, please.
Probably just going to get done in the DRS, but it's fine. Surprised Award didn't get the move done there. Surprised, but not worried by it. I do quite like having the RS Battle Assist on neutral here. The RS Battle Assist just tells your driver, by the way, to contextually use stuff. Normally with neutral, obviously you have a net spend, a net neutral, hence the use of energy. But if you have ERS Battle Assist on some laps they'll save a little bit of charge and on others they might use a little bit more, even when in turn like neutral. So it can be a good way to save some charge without losing time. We're already so far behind the Mercs. I'll tell you what, the top 5 teams are just a step above everyone else, aren't they? We're going to get overtaken with DRS here. There's no point in worrying about it. As long as we're not losing time, it's fine. But yeah, we're going to cook these tyres. We're pitting lap 11, ideally. Oh, Mick on the outside. He did get pushed wide. Do you see? I love the fact that Gary's recognised that. It's okay, Mick. Don't swear. Mick, my mum's watching the stream. You're not allowed to swear. We've had this discussion many a time. We're not losing time yet, like stuck lap after lap behind people, but we would lose time if we don't clear Hulkenberg here. Good news is, we're going to get him on the inside. You love it. Come on, Pato. My little duck friend. Has he got any grapes? No one knows. Mick's got back past Ricciardo as well. What are we lapping like compared to those around us? 142. I'll tell you what, the top 10 cars are just better, aren't they? There is very much a Formula 2 vibe, or Formula 1.5 vibe going on with ourselves and RB battling it out. This is going better than the sprint. The sad reality is, though, I'm taking a gamble on a pretty ballsy strategy with these early stops, all to try and get in the top 10. The strategy might mean that we don't end up finishing where we're running now, which would be a shame, but I feel like I've got to roll the dice, because unless there's an incident, I'm not catching these guys here. What's happened? What's up, Mick? Mick!
Let's have a look as we go into
Mick, it was going so well. I was just saying how much fun I'm having. How badly did he lock up?
There's the lockup. Now they did leave it very late.
Okay. It didn't look as bad as I feared. When I see Mick Schumacher's little face pop up in the corner saying, I locked up, I panic. The issue I've got here is I've probably got a pit. I've got a pit, haven't I? His tyres are going to get a puncture otherwise. Look at the wear! Am I going for the 2-stopper on softs? I think I am now. Before I was thinking I'd probably... I'm going for a 3-stopper. Before I was thinking I'd go hards onto the mediums and then maybe go hards, but because I've got a pit sooner, this is definitely now quicker. Danny Rick didn't even get past us with that lockup. At least the lockup, while it has cost us our tyres, it didn't cost us much time on track. We're doing 3 stops today, so the Ultras have to be on it. The Ultras have to be on it. Are they going to be on it day 1? Get them on. I'm just going to stay here for a bit.
down in the pits.
I mean,
That's a slow
we have clean air, but now I'm glad we're going for the aggressive strategy. I said they needed to be on it, chap. They were not on it. I wonder how our aggressive strategy is going to match up. Sergeant's in the pits. He's on softs. Now, are they going to go soft, hard, soft? Because that is the strategy I'm doing on O'Ward, so I expect that to be, like, the strategy the AI maybe goes for. Or will they go soft, soft, hard, or soft, medium, hard? They're going on hards. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is big. Buckle up, folks. They've let us down once. They can't fail us twice. I believe in them. That is good. We like that. Was it faster than Williams' pit stop? Show me the rankings. They're not going to show me the rankings, are they? Because it was such an early stop. Okay, we've got O'Ward out. He is 10 seconds behind Mick, but he has clean air now. And he is on a one-stopper, whereas Mick's got 2 more stops still. I say a one-stopper. He's on a 2-stopper, O'Ward. He's got 1 stop left. We all knew what I meant. When will we have a sprint race in Monaco again? Look, going into Season 2, like we do every year, we will have a vote for the sprint races that we have, chat. If you're new to the streams, I should point out, the end of season streams are the most hype ones, because we have like a fan vote for the sprint races for the upcoming year. You can choose to vote for a Monaco sprint race if that is what you want. I don't know why you'd want that, but it's an option. Alonso's got a mechanical fault. There is mechanical faults everywhere. I wonder if any of those are going to develop to be terminal. We were running in 11th before our pit stop with Mick, just as a little reminder. If any of those guys with mechanical faults have to retire, that is going to put us in a situation where we could be racing for points here. I was about to say the issue I've got. It's not really an issue, but the thing we have to remember is we're making these overtakes, but we've got 2 more stops to do with Mick. We are going to have to do these overtakes all over again at the end of the race on softs. Potentially twice more, but the overtake feels like it's pretty bloody doable. Award's a bit sad already here, isn't it? Because Mick's doing all this actual fun racing and overtaking. Award's doing like the opposite strategy. Today is all about Mick. Ricciardo's still out on his used tyres. He's the next car up the road. Mick's got another one done there. Tell you what, Mick Schumacher is flying right now.
Take a look now.
He's having the time of his life. This track is really good for overtaking, isn't it? Really, really good. Can you get fired from Creator Team? You can get fired from Creator Team, but then you can get a job with another real team to take down your created beast. Danny Rick is in the pits. He's coming out of the pits way behind us. This is good. I think everyone else is going for a 2-stopper when we're going for a 3-stopper. So I don't want to get too carried away and overexcited here. But it looks good in terms of raw track position. It's just going to be a case of making the softs work when we go on to them for 2 stints. So we're pitting lap 28 with Mick. So in 10 laps time. And 22 laps more for O'Ward. O'Ward is, I'm afraid, having to drive a bit of a boring, safe race, but it's kind of just a case of covering 2 different ends of the spectrum in terms of strategy. It's very apparent right now that the top 10 drivers, which, as you can tell, it's all the same manufacturers, it's the same 5, they just have the fastest cars. A load of them have got mechanical faults, which could play into our play into our favour. But yeah, we're ahead of Sonoda, which is nice. He is on fresher medium, so he probably will reel us in here. But if we can just use him to get a tow, I suspect they're going to go on to hards at the end. That was kind of the dilemma that we had with Mick, was do we go for this strategy with 2 softs or go on to 1 set of hards? RB are probably going to go on to 1 set of hards, but because we were forced to pit sooner with Mick, because he locked up on that first set of soft tyres, double softs is the play. There's a yellow flag. It's a Haas who's had a moment. It's a VSC. And it's Hulkenberg, who I think is out. Is he out?
And it seems like Hulkenberg
I think he's gone off where O'Ward went off. We'll see here. VSC doesn't really change too much for us. I mean, if he gets back into this race and after O'Ward didn't, that is poppycock. He's definitely out, isn't he? The fact that he's not like a full safety car is mad, by the way. It's too early to pit. It's too early to pit. There's no reason to pit here, sadly. I couldn't go hards to the end with Mick. And the two softs won't last long enough. I don't have another set of mediums to put on. And the same with Award. There's not two sets of softs to put on. Award's in a nice chilled out spot. Whether or not his strategy works, I mean, remains to be seen. There's a race at the front, by the way, going on here. Sainz and Norris battling away. Norris has got damage, but you wouldn't know that, would you, at the moment? Meanwhile, Tsunoda is going to get us. That's fine. In a weird way now, I kind of just want to sit behind Yuki. I need to try and find the balance of settings that is going to allow me to stay behind Yuki, but stay in DRS range on him. Okay, I'll tell you what, whatever settings I put on there, not the settings, he has whizzed away. Wow, okay, that's Tsunoda is quick. We'll go aggressive. Sainz has got a mechanical fault. All the leaders have got mechanical faults. If retirements happen, we could be running in the points and we would be racing against Yuki for points. I'm starting to get a bit of hope, chat. And it's a dangerous thing to give me hope. I just want Mick to hang behind Yuki here. We don't need to go past. I think that is going to be difficult with our tyre wear. And I also don't really want to waste battery here trying to keep up unnecessarily. If we can't keep up, it just means we pit lap 29 as planned. Oh, Ward is just chilling, isn't he? He's having the time of his life. Mick's now losing time on Tsunoda, but that is absolutely A-okay because we're charging battery. And we are going to have Danny Rick whiz past us potentially before the end of this lap. But that's okay. We've done what we needed to do this stint. The RB cars, we're at half race distance now. The RB cars, I think, are going to go hard to the end after these medium runs. We are going soft. So it's going to be a split of strategy going on here, chat. It's going to be interesting to see which is quicker. I think to have any chance of scoring points, we probably needed to do something bold and brave, which is why I'm going to gamble a little bit on the double softs. See how Mick's racecraft is working his way through. But we'll see. You know, we've taken a gamble at the end of the day. If it doesn't work out, no harm, no foul. If I matched them, we wouldn't be that far ahead of them because I think they are just quicker as well. I mean, given our car going into this race weekend, Norris's faults got worse, by the way, chat. He may well end up retiring. We've only just passed half race distance. If you're a McLaren fan, look away. The Hulkenberg crash was sadly just a VSC. What lap's Pato pitting? Pato's pitting lap 40. Mick's going to pit lap 42. So Mick's doing two 13-lap stints, pretty much. Better pit stop. Yeah, that's the point as well. We lost a load of time, didn't we, with that pit stop? I am just going to get this set up already. Tell O'Ward not to fight Mick. What tyres is Bottas on? I'll use mediums. We'll whiz by him here.
15.
We got the battery to make it happen too. Okay, Mick, I need you to get this move done. You've got DRS. It's a long-ass straight. He's on used mediums. It should be easy. I have got to be careful, by the way. I can't push the soft tyres too hard here. Also, why is Award's confidence low? Is it just because he's not been doing much racing on the track? I don't feel like Bottas should be able to get us back here. But what would I know? That's a bit annoying that he's just been able to clap back immediately.
Boat push.
Let's push and get this move done. I don't want to lose time racing against Bottas.
Behind is Ocon.
The interesting thing here, right, is we're going for this strategy where we're going two sets of softs from kind of half race distance. Most teams are going to go hards at the end. Alonso's mechanical faults got worse, by the way. We're going to gain a little bit this stint, but actually the strength of our strategy, assuming we don't crash before then, the strength of this strategy will come when it's people on their hards at the end of the race. And their used tyres then the race. Most of them are going to be hard to think of the people we're racing. But this is going to be now, chat, just a bit of a patient stint for us. We are at danger, actually, I've just noticed, of getting lapped. Norris's mechanical fault's getting worse. Sainz has one too. They're gaining on O'Ward. I'm hoping Schumacher on softs is going to be able to pull away from them, given the fact they're on fairly used mediums. Ricciardo's got a mechanical fault. I'll tell you what, it's mechanical fault central over here. If there's any retirements in the top 10, Mick is pretty... I want to say he's with a pretty good shot of getting into the top 10, because I think we are outpacing Tsunoda right now with this strategy. Mick is going to get lapped here, chat, and that is going to cost us time when it happens. I could really do with Sainz and Norris pitting sooner rather than later. I need these two guys to keep squabbling. I don't want to get blue flagged. It's not the end of the world if we do. But the longer I can stay ahead, the better for my chances of making the strategy work. The issue I've got is I can't really afford to push the softs too hard because they are a bit marginal. Oh, Norris mechanical fault. Has it got worse? I feel like it was already bad for him. There!
What they need right now.
I mean, no, can we have some info on what the mechanical fault is? I mean, you can technically check it here, but it feels weird that I have to check it here. Oh, wow, his engine temps are going through the roof. Ricciardo's coming into the pits. Presumably, he's now going on hards to the end. I feel like it's a bit too early to be going soft to the end. Okay, they've both pitted. Thank you, F1 Manager Gods. That's what we needed. Has come at the perfect opportunity. We're not going to lose time due to blue flags. Award comes out in 14th. Oh, Alonso. Is Alonso retiring? Alonso's fault is really bad, chat. There could be a point on offer. Is he retiring? Or is he pitting? He might be retiring. I mean, while that's going on, we're in a good spot. If Alonso retires, we're playing for 10th against Tsunoda in the... He's actually retired. He's actually retired. Tsunoda's in the pits to end his race. Now, I expect him to go onto hards here. There's a point being fought for. Now, the issue I've got here is I really want Tsunoda to be going on to hards, and then we'll hunt him down with our softs. They're putting on softs here. Is he going to have to manage those softs to get them to the end? I feel like you really can't push those soft tyres. That's going to be interesting. I was really hoping he was going to put on hards. We were 5 seconds behind before the pit stop. So I'm being told this was the lap I was going to pit with O'Ward. I'm going to keep him out a little bit longer because I've seen the management that Yuki needs to do. Yuki's smoothness is better, though, than ours. So Yuki probably will make his softs last longer than our drivers will, which is a bit unfortunate. All right, I'm going to tell O'Ward pit lap after next, or rather, next lap. Or VSC. VSC. Pit now. That's... Are we going to get in? Oh my god, it's massive. It's absolutely massive. It's absolutely massive. It's from the gods. I only just got that in. I have a setting set up, chat, so my game doesn't automatically pause. I intentionally put that setting in because I feel like it makes it way more dramatic made a decision. I don't know what happened to him here, but I can see why he's decided to retire. That could not have been at a better time, that VSC. Oh my word, it's another retirement. It's not someone in front of us. Ward's pitting this lap as well. That is so lucky. We are going to come out behind Yuki, but it's a cheaper stop. We've got Danny Rick in front of us. He is actually behind Sainz, the leader right now. Danny Rick had also pitted. Has a fault. There's lots of people coming into the pits here. Full safety car might have been better for us there. I mean, a red flag would have been the dream. Is Award about to come out with track position in 13th? I'll tell you what. I know it's not been an entertaining strategy for Award. It's worked out well, hasn't it? How far behind is Pato? Oh, Pato's like 30 seconds behind. We need multiple retirements of Pato to get something. Is that a bad spot to get lapped by Lando? I feel like it's not the worst. The dream now is that we follow Lando through for a little bit. I should probably really try and push with him here. Because if he overtakes people like Danny Rick and they're getting blue flagged, we can maybe just use it. We can just follow him through and be a bit cheeky. I'm trying to follow Lando through it. Lando's fixed. Oh, Lando. I think Lando's retiring. Is Lando retiring here? I think that indicator means that they're coming in at the end of the lap, where it becomes a triangle instead of the diamond. We'll find out. I think Lando's got terminal damage here and he's got to retire the car. I think that means he's going to have to retire. We'll find out, chat. That's my theory. Mick, please don't lock up here. I just had a vision of him locking up, chat. Don't ask me why. If he goes into the pits, he's retiring. Chat, we've learnt. We're learning the mechanics of the new game. I feel like now it's a bit of patience. So we try and reel in Ricciardo and Tsunoda. Tsunoda's actually, I can see, is stuck behind Verstappen, who's now... Had Max not pitted? Max hadn't pitted off his hards. He's doing like the shortest stint ever on softs. He's doing 10 laps on softs. I'm not one to criticise strategies. That does seem suboptimal. I feel like Mick's had a good race here, chat. Is that an unpopular take? I mean, we've just got to reel in Danny Rick now at the end. He deployed out that corner. I want to be aggressive on the tyres, but I know it's going to come to us with time. It's weird. We got a bit lucky with the VSC for Mick and O'Ward, but I do question if I just extended on those used softs. Because I took off the softs a bit sooner than we planned to have to extend here. He's quick, isn't he? He is quick. I'm a bit concerned. I'm going to get past Danny Rick here. And then he's instantly going to get me back in DRS on the main straight. But we did compromise his line there, actually. He has lost a lot of time there. Being dropped back. Maybe we're fine. Yuki's tyre wear is pretty much on par with ours. I have no charge here. Not good. I'm just going to hope that Danny Rick's tyre situation and fault situation is going to see him struggle. Oh, Danny Rick, that's a ballsy overtake to go for there. Mick's not going to give it up without a fight. He's going to squabble and fight for it with all his might. And then he's going to go off Mick! I hate him! I hate him! I actually hate this man! It was going so well!
Here we are, going into turn 9.
He had...
And the car fails to respond. And hopefully
there's back markers. There's not back markers. There's front markers. Maybe he gets blue flagged. Oh, chat. I'm so upset. Mick had done so well. Like the strategy had worked. We'd had a bad pit stop. Remember the pit stop lost us a load of time right at the beginning as well. We're the only people who tried a free stopper. I'm so upset. I mean, we can push hard. I mean, maybe Danny Rick will have to retire, chat. I heard a crash there. Did anyone else hear a crash? I heard it in my right ear. There's Zebri. Who crashed? Please tell me it was Danny Ricciardo. No, it wasn't. It was Leclerc. And is it Max? I mean, from Leclerc's point of view, it looks fine, doesn't it? Oh, maybe not. I mean, that's debris on the racing line. That really should be a safety car. Mick's lockup is pain, innit? I think we just got to risk the puncture and push. We don't lose anything if we don't come 11th. Actually, we'd lose the sponsor money, which is actually kind of nice. Tyre issues. We're getting a warning on the left rear. Left rear at risk of a puncture. It's going to be fine, chat. I don't think we're going to catch him, are we? He's pulling away. He's pulling away. He's not worth it, chat. I've chickened out. I need the sponsor money. I'm sorry. I need the sponsor money. I know it's boring. He's so far ahead. We're literally not going to catch him even if I push. You know what, Mick? Push out in the last corner. Have some fun with it. It's a good drive by Mick. 11th. It could have been 10th if he didn't lock up like a dingus. But Pato O'Ward started 21st, is about to finish 12th. Now, I know there's been a load of retirements, but I feel like you've got to give him some credit. He drove a race. If Mick hadn't locked up, if we hadn't had the bad pit stop, it's a very different weekend. It's a good effort. We've hit the sponsor objectives. That's kind of just what we need to do this year. I need all the money we can get. You don't get a lot of money in this year's game. I need all the money I can get. So, we'll live with it. Oh, I mean, there he is, Pato. Driver of the day. He deserves that. P12, look, respectable. He went up 9 places. I mean, Albon did that too, but ignore that. Ignore that. Albon didn't do it properly. No points. And the thing that makes this a bit more painful is the fact RB picked up 3 points. So they are now even with us, which is a shame. And, I mean, we've got 3 points in the DHL Ultras award, but it doesn't really help us close on anyone because RB also got 10 points there. I feel like RB right now are our big rivals, aren't they? Oh, chat. 3.5 seconds lost in that pit stop. I'm leaving there kind of with a bit of a buoyant mood. You know, I'm feeling a bit optimistic. Then I remember Car 2, powertrain situation. I'm going to have to take a new ERS unit at some point. Chat, I'm just thinking here. I'm definitely going to need a new gearbox and a new ERS unit to, like, emergency buy at some point. Just, you have to use both of, like, your allocated ones before you can buy another. So I can't buy a new gearbox. I think I'm just going to buy the third ERS unit now. We're definitely going to need it. And I know I don't have to buy it now, but I feel like if I don't buy it now, I'll forget about the fact I need to buy it with the cash remaining. Does that make sense? I feel like I pay for it now, so it's out the budget. I feel like otherwise I'm going to see the money in the bank and want to spend what's in the bottom right. The research window, if I'm not mistaken, has opened, so maybe we just start doing research. I feel like in this save game, there's definitely a bigger gap than in real life between kind of the top 5 teams and the bottom 5 teams. Our objective this year is to finish 9th, and I feel like there's going to be a few teams that maybe struggle to score more than 5 points. I'm hoping, because I feel like we're going to fall behind now, but I'm hoping if I now just focus on research, because manufacturing and designing parts is too spenny, I'm hoping if I just focus on research, stick with what we've got, 5 points will be the objective, and if we can get a few more through some fluky wet races, that would be good.